Hi everyone and welcome to Greek TV. I'm Brianna.
And I'm Anissa Fritz.
And it's our first time hosting together.
It is.
You were with Sam last week. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I had something come up that I wasn't expecting, but you did great. And I'm so happy that you are joining our little crew.
Me too.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited. So just to have some recap and to give you guys some updates on things going on, Hilarity for Charity was last night. For those of you who don't know, because I didn't know for the longest time what it was, it's kind of just an event where they have music and comedians come in to raise money for Alzheimer's research, and they raised $4,800.
That's a lot of money.
Last night. So apparently it was a success, and that's great. Here's some pictures for it so you guys can see kind of what was going on, but it was co-sponsored by Alpha Tau Omega, so.
And as she said, it raised $4,800. It's also a competition against schools around the country, and we're in first place, actually. If we win, Seth Rogen will visit KU, which I really hope we win because I'm a huge fan.
And I think it's just so cool because, like, it's kind of, like, something that isn't well known. Like, I didn't know what it was for the longest time, and now it's, like, we're in first place.
It was also really cheap for students to get into. From what I remember, it was about $5 per ticket. My twin in my sorority actually was one of the hosts of Hilarity for Charity, so she was a big part in that, which was really nice. She had a good time.
Cool, yeah, no, that's awesome. So hopefully they continue in years to come because it seemed like it was a big success.
Plus,
so.
I want Seth Rogen to come to KU.
Right,
so.
yeah, I mean, obviously, like, you know. And then kind of on a little more serious note, we have an update about the Cap Sig situation that's been going on. Cap Sig has said that they do want their suspension lifted. The normal investigation will end on December 1st, but the university says that they think they're going to need more time to kind of look into it still. So in Cap Sig, they say that they believe they don't pose a threat to the university, kind of thinks it's, you know, getting blown out of proportion a little bit. And so, I mean, I know they've had, like, kind of a hard time with it. So hopefully a solution, you know, is made soon and that they can get it all handled. So.
Exactly. Speaking kind of on that topic, the Greek Task Force will be one of the 3 organizations teaming up with the university to address concerns about how KU handles sexual assault cases. The university's Sexual Assault Task Force and the Title IX Roundtable will also be a part of these discussions. The university's Sexual Task Force mainly focuses on changing codes and bylaws and things like that, while the Title IX Roundtable focuses more on smaller issues that they can address rather quickly. And like we said, with the Greek task force, will basically be the same as the larger task force, but mostly for just Greek students.
Yeah, I think it's good that we kind of have all of our bases covered. Now we have, you know, because a lot of people are concerned with a lot of this happening with Greek life, and so we have that covered, and then we have just like basic things that happen all across the university, and then we have just, like you said, kind of the smaller issues that can be handled right away. So I think we're, you know, moving to a good place and moving forward, and hopefully with all of these teaming up, then we can, you know, kind of, if not completely eliminate, at least definitely diminish all of this that's been happening.
Exactly, right. And like she was saying, it could continue ongoing discussions, and it helps create training programs and things like that, which I personally feel like will be really beneficial for both sides of the equation.
Oh, definitely, for sure, yeah. Kind of, it's not really along the same issue, but, you know, with sensitive topics and, you know, causing discussion and maybe some conflict having to do with Greek life, at the University of Oregon, a transgender woman was turned away from the traditional Greek system. She was wanting to go through recruitment for joining a fraternity on campus at Oregon, and there was just comments made and things that were said that made her feel uncomfortable. She didn't feel like she fit in, didn't really want to continue the process. And so even though fraternity and sorority life is protected by an exemption from Title IX to stay single-sex oriented, the students at Oregon are looking to change that. And this particular student that went through the recruitment is wanting to be a part of that and wanting to be part of that change. So.
Right, and to be a part of that change and everything, this student, along with a few others, created a new organization called Theta Pi Sigma to participate in Greek life community, both on and off campus, in a very safe environment suited for them and their needs.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a hard situation because, you know, there's just so many opinions that get thrown around, and it's something I think that hasn't really come up a lot before, and so I think everyone's just trying to figure out like where to go, what to do, and so I'm glad that it's now being discussed, it's being put out there, because I think it should be, and so I guess, you know, it's kind of a wait and see thing, and see like what the precedent is that's going to be set, and see what goes on there.
Right, because something that the Greek community really prides themselves on is having a place for everyone.
Right,
and
definitely.
Through this organization and through these discussions, they are actually staying true to that by providing a place for everyone, regardless of gender or anything like that.
Exactly.
You do get into a little bit of a gray area, though, when it comes to making it equal for everyone and making everyone feel comfortable. Both parties included.
Right. And I mean, you know, we have like the other, like the NPHC, like stuff like that, you know, and so maybe this is kind of a big step going in that direction. We'll just have to wait and see what happens and hope for the best. So
there you go.
This next story, it's along the East Coast where I'm from. I'm partial to East Coast. East Carolina chapter of Phi Beta Sigma is hoping Sleep Out for the Homeless to raise awareness about the high percentage of homelessness where East Carolina University is at in Greenville, Carolina. The percentage of homeless is 30.4%. And so this event is kind of to raise awareness for that. They'll be sleeping outside, collecting food, coffee, clothing, anything that's people are willing to donate to give to the homeless. And this event will be this weekend. So I think that's kind of cool.
I really like the perspective that they put on it, because instead of just doing the typical, go to your friends and family or anyone that you know and ask for donations, I feel like it's really important that they add that aspect of actually sleeping outside and taking on the perspective of a homeless person. Because just like I said, puts things in perspective and makes you really feel for them on a more emotional and personal level, which I think a lot of organizations sometimes lack when they do try to collect certain items for homeless people.
Right, it kind of takes it that one step further. And I think it kind of puts a bigger focus on the philanthropic and service part of Greek life, and kind of makes people see like, oh wow, like, you know, they do try and take it that step further and relate to people on that kind of level. So I think it's cool.
Exactly. So for other other volunteer opportunities that we have here, we have Tri Delta Percentage Night for St. Jude. And do you want to talk about more of that after?
Yeah, we're going to give you kind of a look ahead coming after this next segment. So stay tuned after the break, and we'll be back with Brett and Molly Pat for an interview.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Hi, and welcome back to Greek TV. I'm Brett Ivy alongside Molly Pat Heron. And Molly Pat, how are you doing this morning?
Good.
Good. So, what I should mention first is, you know, you are soon to be the new vice president of Kappa Delta.
Yes.
How does that feel?
It's really exciting. I'm really excited to make a bigger difference for the house and everything. So
that's great. What led you to kind of want to run for exec through your experience?
Well, I've been social chair the past year, so just having a bigger leadership role has been really exciting and made me feel more a part of the house. So I definitely wanted to keep going in that direction.
That's really cool. Now, what made you want to kind of take that leadership position for social chair in the first place? Is it something you kind of always been interested in, or what kind of led you to that?
I don't really know. I kind of just applied for it and didn't really realize everything that I had to do, and kind of just did it, and just I liked being in charge of something that the house always looked forward to and everything.
That's really cool. Now, I myself have taken on leadership positions in the past in my organization. I think it's always really fulfilling, you know, to kind of have that. What's one of the most kind of rewarding experiences you've had in the past with your social chair, or even kind of the election season that you just had?
Elections were really hard. Actually, there was like a lot of people that ran, and so I think that right before elections, every girl that was running for a position, we kind of all got together and we're just like, no matter who gets what, like, there are no hard feelings. Everyone's just like, we're all sisters, we're all friends, like, it'll all be okay no matter what. So I think that was really cool to see that, like, even though if someone didn't get the position they wanted, they were still like going to support their sister who got it over them.
That's
So
really
that was
cool.
cool.
That's really cool. What's kind of one of the most important things in your kind of future position for vice president? What are the roles that you're going to take on that you may not have taken on before?
I'm going to be in charge of a lot of controversy of my friends and other like sisters in the house, and just kind of like deciding whether or not like everything kind of runs smoothly and if people are doing what they say they're doing. And it's going to be difficult to see or to keep that like friend, sister, like job boundary, but it'll be interesting. It'll
That's
be
really
fun.
cool. That sounds like really fun. Now to kind of break away for just a second, what is your most favorite memory in Greek life so far?
Oh, my favorite memory. Wow, there's a lot. My favorite would probably be work week. The week before recruitment, it's a lot of fun because you get to know everyone, and even the seniors in my house, we've gotten really close. I mean, freshman year, obviously, I didn't know that many juniors because I didn't live in the house, but then like work week, you really get to know everyone. So that was definitely one of the most memorable weeks.
That's really cool. Now, we have tons of kids outside watching here for Senior Day. What is one thing you would tell them about why they should join Greek life at KU?
Oh, it is the best decision that you can make. You make friends so fast and you really find like your niche, and especially being away from home, you really like feel connected right away instead of just having to like go in and not knowing anyone. You can just like feel connected right away with where you are.
That is excellent. Thank you, Molly Pat, for coming on this morning. We really appreciate it, and we'll be right back to close up the show. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. I know the past few weeks we've been talking about service hours. A lot of sororities and fraternities are required to have a certain amount of service hours a semester, and it's getting to that point. I know me personally starting to panic a little bit, like how am I going to get those last couple hours done? So lucky for you guys, we have a few events and things you can attend to get those hours. So I'm gonna actually throw it to you really quick because your organization has something coming up. So you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, for those of you who are watching right now, Tri Delta, my sorority, is actually holding an event from 2 to 6. So actually right now till 6 o'clock tonight, you can get your service hours if you wish to. What this event is Sincerely Yours. Tri Delta holds really close personal ties with St. Jude Research Hospital. And basically what we do is each member is required to send out 40 letters, which when you think about it is a lot, because say one pledge class is about 70 girls, 40 letters plus like per 70 girls is a lot of letters in retrospect. So basically we write these letters to friends, families, professors, anyone that we feel comfortable sending letters to, and we just give them information about St. Jude and how to donate and help this worthy cause. So if you decide to go to Sincerely Yours at the Delta Shelter later today, all you have to do is bring 5 addresses of your choosing, only 5 for those of you who aren't in Tri Delta. It's not 40, don't worry. There's going to be cookies and drinks and a lot of fun stuff and a lot of guest speakers as well, such as parents that have children currently in the hospital and things like that. So it's going to be a really fun, touching event, and you get hours for it. So
that's the plus side. And you're wearing a t-shirt for the event, are you?
It's a Sincerely Yours Tri Delta t-shirt, and it says Kicking Cancer with the boots on it. So.
And she's wearing your cowboy boots. You can't really see, but they're really cute. So that's awesome. So it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So check that out. That's happening now, so don't miss that. We have decorating for Just Food going on too pretty soon. For those of you who don't know, Just Food is kind of a food bank based here in Lawrence, who provides nutritious foods for people who don't have access to that. So they're decorating for the holidays coming up pretty soon. So that's something to check out. And then obviously we were talking about this earlier, but Jubilee Cafe is going on all year round, all the time.
Speaking of the food aspect, with Thanksgiving and all.
I mean, you know, I am excited. I don't know if you're excited for Thanksgiving, but
I am so excited.
thrilled. Do you have any fun plans?
I do. All my family is coming into town. I'm from Texas, hence the cowboy boots that we talked about earlier. So we always have like a big Thanksgiving because everything's bigger in Texas, right?
Yes, I was gonna say it. I was waiting for.
Yeah, those are my Thanksgiving plans. I'm super excited to have my family together and just eat a bunch of food. So.
Have you been home yet this semester then?
I went for fall break,
Okay.
but it's not long enough. It's never long enough.
It's not.
So
I agree.
I'm already looking forward to Christmas break.
I know. No, I am too. That's the thing is I'm excited for Thanksgiving because I haven't been home yet this semester. So I'm ready to get back. But then again, I'm just thinking of when I come back here, finals, stop week. It's gonna be nonstop busy.
Yeah.
So like you, I'm just ready to make it to Christmas break.
Exactly.
But I think that's all we have for you guys today. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at GreekTVKUJH and like us on Facebook at that same name. We won't have a show next Friday because we will all be eating turkey or leftovers or Black Friday shopping, whenever.
And I'm sure you will be too. So
yes. But definitely come and watch us the following Friday at 2. Thanks for tuning in.